Hey folks, I'm still at Jeff Hardy's house in Akron, Ohio. Today's shirt is Baltan Seijin. Ho, 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 ho. He's Ultraman's arch enemy. And tonight I will be playing that bass on stage at Jilly's in Akron, Ohio. Show starts at 8 with the Cyclones, followed by Tufted Puffins, followed by Zero Defects. So be there. And tomorrow morning, I will be at the Highland Square branch of the Akron Public Library to talk about my new book, Letters to a Dead Friend About Zen. And that's what I wanted to talk about today. What I've been doing in these talks is, instead of going out there like a normal book talk and reading a chapter from the book, I've been making up new material each time. So a new letter to Marky, my dead friend. I'm reading a new letter to Marky each time that I do a promotion for this book, and that's what I'll be doing in Venice, California on October 25th at Mystic Journey, if you want to see it there. If you're not, going to go see it tomorrow in Akron. And the letter that I wrote for tomorrow morning is, I think I titled it something like Zen Beginnings in my file. These things don't really have titles as such. I mean, maybe later on I'll give them titles. But it is about when I first started doing Zen. And last night I met Tim McCarthy, my first Zen teacher, out in Kent, and sat with him, and I'll probably go sit with him on Sunday morning at 11. If anybody else wants to come out to Tim's place and sit Sunday morning at 11, I'll be there. And it was interesting because I was talking to him about some of the stuff that's in the letter because, well, there was this kerfuffle. I don't know if it even rose to the level of kerfuffleness, but there was a bit of stuff a couple of weeks ago when I did that thing called Zen is Zen Too White, and I've been talking about this every once in a while about the whole Zen is too white thing, or Buddhism is too white. I think it's usually people aren't singling out Zen, but I think a lot of times they mean Zen specifically. And this idea that it's too white. Which is, and I wanted to express here one of the reasons why that's so weird to me. Because maybe for you young folks out there, you millennials might not understand this, but I'll tell you why it's so strange for me. It's strange for me because I met Tim first in, I believe, 83 or 84, 1983 or 1984. That's in the past century there. And I couldn't find any statistics, and I don't think they even exist. But I was talking to Tim to see if he would kind of confirm this, and he thought I was about right. That in 1984, let's be generous and make it 84 instead of 83. How many Buddhist teachers were there in the world who were not Asian? If you want to, so non-Asian Buddhist teachers in the whole world. And I said my most generous estimate would be 50, but my actual guess, if you had to like pin me to it and make me bet on it or something, would be 20 or 25 at the most. So in the entire world. So at the time that I first started getting into Zen, if you were not an Asian person, if you were not visibly Chinese or Japanese or Korean or Tibetan or something like that, and you were a practitioner of Buddhism, that was weird. Like that was really strange. You might have been able to get away with it if you were living in San Francisco or in, I don't know, probably not even Brooklyn in those days. I was going to say Brooklyn, but some coastal big city, maybe Los Angeles, if you said you were a Buddhist and you were not visibly Asian, people would have been like, oh, that's interesting, and thought nothing of it. If I would have told people around Akron that I was a practicing Buddhist in 1984 and I looked the way I look, people would have thought I was a weird guy. Like that would have been like, oh my God, you're a Buddhist? What's a Buddhist? No idea. So when I hear these claims about, Buddhism is too white, I'm going, really? Because the white people just got into it, like only just got into it yesterday, as far as the way my old-timer memory works, it really has not been very long. And like I said before, I want Buddhism in America to be as multi-ethnic, multiracial, multicultural as possible. That is a good thing. I want to see black folks there. I want to see Latino folks there. I want to see everybody there. I think great, wonderful. That is a wonderful thing, and I hope we see more of it. I hope I've emphasized that enough to make my point. It's really, really a very good thing. But the mere fact that it hasn't happened yet, I think is, we just gotta wait. It's gonna happen. It's gonna filter into the rest of the country at some point. But I was just looking up when I tried to find some statistics, and the percentage numbers, the largest percentage of Buddhists in America is in Hawaii, where the population is 8%. Not 80%, not even 10%, 8. The next highest population of Buddhists in a state in these United States is California with 2%. 2% of Californians call them Buddhists. In other states like Ohio, the percentage even now is below 1%. So, it's not that many of us, so don't worry about it, okay? People in Brooklyn and people in San Francisco, stop worrying about this, okay? Just stop it. Stop writing articles about it and oh my God, it's alarm bells and all this stuff about just the fact that Buddhism hasn't been around in America long enough for it to reach a wide range of demographics and stuff. That's all. That's my little rant for today. I'm going to keep this short. See you tomorrow at the Akron Public Library to talk about this book, or tonight at Jilly's to rock out to Zero Defects. Thank you. See you later. Bye.